And now the Yankees have to deal with the Red Sox. Again, the Red Sox have pulled to within 4 in the loss column, and the manager of the Red Sox, Cora, is nice enough to join us now before he begins more preparation for the series. Alex, thanks for coming on. Michael here. We appreciate your time.
No problem, man. Thank you for inviting me.
I know you have great confidence in your team. Your team was not supposed to do great things this year, but they're doing great things now. Has this even surprised you, the run that you've gone on?
Honestly, one of the things that I was pretty sure we were going to do was pitch better than last year. I think, obviously, having Breslow and Bailey here, I changed the philosophy of our pitching structure.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a pretty good feel that some of these guys were going to take a step forward. Obviously, there's some guys that have taken a huge step in the right direction offensively or position player-wise, right? Jaron, Abreu, Hamilton, Rafaela. The way they've been playing, surprising, no, but, I thought it was going to be less than this. They're very talented. They're young. They're learning a lot. One of the things that we have created here, and this is something that comes from Craig, is we have to develop our own players at the big league level. It cannot be they just made it to the big leagues and let them be. It's kind of like in the minor leagues. If we see something that they have to improve, we're not going to send them down to get it in AAA. We're going to keep working here, and so far so good.
Is that a hard thing to do, though, Alex?
Obviously, it is, but we're so young, and that they bought into the concept. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're not established big leaguers. This is the message that we send in. They understand what they have to do, and they're doing an outstanding job. For example, we struggled defensively early in the season. We went to Pittsburgh, and as you know, usually early work is for what? To hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hit. We're going to hit. We're going to hit at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, whatever time slot they give you. That day in particular, I said, hey, we're going to have early work, and we're going to take grounders. I want these guys to understand that there's other aspects of the game that are very important. And we did, and we did it for 3 consecutive trips, and they understood that, and, we helped them out. Is it perfect, Michael? No, it's not perfect. Are we playing good baseball? Yes, we're playing good baseball. Where he's going to take us, I don't know, but our mentality, is this one. We playing the Yankees today, and we're going to do everything possible to put pressure on them and try to win the game. That's our mentality every day.
Now, the Red Sox were always one of the top-spending teams in baseball, and I know that your fan base was upset that they didn't dive deep into the free agent market. And as the manager of the team, with a lot of young players and not that much expectation, you're a World Series winning manager. You're used to winning. Did it upset you, the way the roster was constructed, that there wasn't that influx of big names?
Obviously, it's a different direction compared to 2018 when I got here. We had star players, right? The one thing I liked about our roster coming to the season is how athletic and versatile our players are. Cedar Rafaela, for example, he can play elite center field. He can play a good shortstop. Over the course of his game, he might start at shortstop. He might go to center field in the middle of the game, and then he ends up playing shortstop later in the game. David Hamilton, he can play second. He can play the outfield. It's an interesting roster. Ref Snyder starts in left field, then he goes to right field. O'Neill does the same thing. So as far as being athletic and versatile, I loved it. You always want the star players, right? Like Soto and Judge, what they're all about and what they do on a nightly basis. But I feel comfortable where we at, man. I feel comfortable with the roster that we have, understanding that probably this is just the beginning of the youth movement. We got those 3 kids in Portland that are playing good baseball. Teal, Anthony, and Marcelo. They're doing an outstanding job down there, and I think our minor league system is in a better place than 4 years ago. So the direction of the organization you can't question it because he's going in the right direction, and obviously, the guys are performing at the big league level.
So things turned for the Yankees to the bad way after that series at Fenway Park and that Sunday game, Alex, when you guys stole 9 bases against them. Do you think you uncovered a flaw in what they do, that they are susceptible to giving up stolen bases?
I don't know. I think our team can do that to any team. It just happened that we had the perfect combination a few times, first and third with Hamilton at first, Duran at third. And when we took advantage of certain spots, are we going to come here and try to steal 27 bases in 3 games? No, we're not going to do that. But our game, that's our game. We don't rely on the long ball anymore. We put pressure on the opposition running the bases, and our personnel, they can do that. I don't think we exposed them. I think it was just one game. They've done a pretty good job over the course of the season. At the end of the day, they're going through a stretch here that they're just not playing good baseball. But, yesterday I was texting with Boonie, and right now this is what's going on. I said, Boonie, you guys have 54 wins. Come on, look where we at. Where they at right now is where we want to go. We haven't done anything. We're just playing good baseball right now, but we're still behind. And our goal is to make it to the playoffs, and to do that, we got to keep playing good baseball.
The fact that you guys have closed to within 4 of the Yankees in the loss column, does that intensify the rivalry? Because the first time, I got to admit, the first time the Yankees won at the Fenway a couple of weeks ago, it didn't feel the same as it has in the past. Do you feel it's going to intensify this series this weekend at the stadium?
It should be good. It should be good. We haven't been here in a while. Obviously, it's a place that, I honestly love this weekend, Michael. Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday night. It's a fun weekend in New York. Obviously, playing against our rivals. Some of these kids, they never play in this environment and in this stadium. So looking forward for the opportunity, and hopefully, people tune in and they enjoy good baseball this weekend.
We're talking with Alex Cora, the Red Sox manager. Red Sox in town to meet the Yankees starting tonight at 7 o'clock. Now, ever since I've been in sports, Alex, one thing I've always heard, coaches in other sports and managers in baseball, they don't want to go into the final year of their contract. They don't want it to be what they call a lame duck. You seem like you've embraced it. You're going into the last year of your contract, and you don't even want to talk about any extensions. It seems like, you've thrived on it. Why are you unlike the other guys who just don't want to manage or coach unless you're in a 2 or 3 year stretch where you're guaranteed money?
Yeah, Michael, we struggled the last 2 years. We finished last. So going into the season, for me to knock on John Henry's door or talk to Craig about my contract was going to be very selfish of my part, right? The other thing, and this is, the most important thing too, I love the Red Sox. I love this organization. The city of Boston have embraced me and my family. They gave me a second chance in baseball. I never thought after a suspension I was going to get a job in baseball so quick, and they gave me a chance. But, the most important team in my life is the Cora Felicianos. Angelica, the boys, Camila, my family. And we are in a good spot right now. The boys are growing. They turned 7 in July 21st. They're playing sports. They're playing baseball and they're playing soccer. And at the end, if they're happy, I'm happy. That's the most important thing. And the future is the future. We love this game. Like I said, we love the organization. But, whatever happens in a few months, we're going to be okay with whatever we decide to do. But right now, my ultimate goal is to make this team a playoff team, get back to the dance, and win the World Series. And then whatever the future holds, it's going to be okay.
I think I know you pretty well, but is there a part of you that feels kind of like excited about being a free agent?
I don't know. I'm just excited about the opportunity that I have right now and helping this team to get better. It's something that I always done. I'm in a better place personally and mentally than the last 2 years. The last 2 years were grind, mentally, physically. It was hard, and I promised myself that I'm not going to go through that again. As you know, I took the healthy route. Now we're running half marathons and 5Ks, and we're running in every city that we visit. living the healthy life, and I'm in a good spot, man. This game was hard, in a personal level the last 2 years, and now I'm back to having fun, enjoying it, and that's what I try to, infuse to our team, just have a blast playing this game, and like I said, man, the future is the future, and we'll see what happens in a few months.
Where do you run in New York, and do people bother you? Do they recognize you?
Actually, we're going tomorrow. We got Peter Fatsi, our hitting coach, and Joe Cronin, who's an assistant hitting coach. They're the ones that pick the routes. So I'm excited about going tomorrow. We're going to take off at 7:30. So if you have any recommendations, you can tell me, and we'll go. We're going 5 tomorrow, 5 miles. It's a short one.
Alex, you've seen me. I'm not a runner. I have no recommendations. Just sleep later. One final thing. You and Boone seem close. Is it weird? I mean, because you guys play each other, you want to go for each other's throat. How do you compartmentalize that?
No, at 7:05, man, he's going to try to do the best for them to beat us, and I'll do the same thing. Boonie, we were teammates in Cleveland. We were teammates at ESPN. I respect him. I know how hard it is to manage in this markets. It's not easy. It's not easy, and I think sometimes, we call each other to help each other out in certain ways. But at 7:05 tonight and 1:10 tomorrow, and at 7:05 on Sunday, we're going to do our best to put our teams in a position to win games.
I know you're crazy busy getting ready for the game. I appreciate you taking some time, Alex. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael. Take care. I'll see you.
All right, I'll see you later. That's Alex Cora, manager of the Red Sox, and they are, in fact, red hot right now. This is going to be a very interesting 3-game set. And, we'll wrap up this segment by saying this. You went into this tailspin with the 3-game set at Fenway when you lost 2 of them. That's when this all started. I mean, just think back, everybody, to when they went into Fenway, riding high. We're talking about 1998. 114-win season, that they were on similar paces. Think about that. And now this, where they look lost, where they have the worst record in baseball over the last 17 games, where they have fallen back behind the Orioles, closer to the Red Sox, and all the other wild card teams. Now, prove yourself. Turn it around against a team that sent you into this tailspin, the hated rivals, the Red Sox. Do it. Now's the time. But these kind of things, to me, I almost feel hokey saying it. You know why? You got to play better baseball. Because the way they're playing right now, they can lose to anybody, including the A's, including the Rockies. It's really hard to win. Baseball is a hard game, but it's also a simple game, and I'll explain that to you. Simple in this way. If you don't score runs and you don't stop runs from scoring, guess what? You're not going to win. And the Yankees are not scoring runs. They have 2 reliable hitters out of 9 in their lineup. And the starting pitching has hit the skids. So they have Nestor Cortez, who's been lights out at Yankee Stadium on the mound tonight against the Red Sox, against Tanner Houck, who has an under 3 ERA. Go out and play better. Forget about any Newt Rockney speeches. Forget about any of that. Play better. Hit. Stop the other team from hitting. When you look at it that way, baseball's simple. It's hard to do that, though, because you know why? It's hard to hit. Especially in this day and age in baseball, where the average major league batting average is 242. But the thing that makes this year frustrating, for 70 games, they were world beaters. World beaters. Their pitching was tops. Their bullpen was tops. Their lineup couldn't be stopped. And I know about the injuries, Stanton. But if the whole thing is like hinging on Giancarlo Stanton, who they knew was going to get hurt, Brian Cashman actually said that. If the whole thing's hinging on him and Anthony Rizzo, who wasn't even hitting well when he got hurt, and that's when he got hurt in that Red Sox series at Fenway, what are we talking about? What they need, and I said this on Wednesday, they need Verdugo to start hitting, and he had 3 hits yesterday, and they need Volpe to start hitting again. Those are 2 key components. Now, if you want my plan, Ben Rice plays every day. Not J.D. Davis. You want DH J.D. Davis every now and then against the lefty? Great. Otherwise, Ben Rice every day at first base. He gives you a representative at bat, plays with enthusiasm. Also, you got to play Austin Wells more. You got to catch him more. You do. He's got a good bat. He's hitting better over the last 20 games. He's got power. Trevino, who's a terrific guy, a former Platinum Glove winner, has stopped hitting. Wells should be in there more.